What's up, everybody? ArrgThePirate here, and today we're playing Xing Tian in a little clash. Now, this is a very fun game mode, but it's very fast-paced, and there's just always fights going on. It's just absolute chaos. But it's a 5v5 in 2 lanes, but there's really no jungle. It's very, very close lanes. So, unlike Siege, it's just much more action-packed and 5v5. So, we're playing the tank role in how I've generally seen people play. They start out taking that damage camp, which is in between 2 lanes, and you can see both the left and the right lane. It's very close, right in the center of the map, and it makes for some really, really fun team fights. Now, this guy is a Guardian, so kind of a tank, and I would really say if you're a big Sevarog player, this is the hero for you. He's got a great displacement, kind of like Colossal Blow. It is a little different. He does have a jump attack that you just saw me use there, where you kind of lunge forward twice. And then he's got a breath that, you know, it's just a little bit of damage. And then he's got a knock-up. So it's not quite like Sevarog, but that kind of playstyle, you know, get in, displace the team, and then, you know, throw the enemy back into your team. And guys, it's fun. I'm having an absolute blast with him. You know, there's a lot of heroes that I've played that I'm just not syncing up well with. And I think once I get a few more games in, I'm going to come out with a video saying, hey, these are the heroes that I really enjoy playing. You know, my top 10 heroes just starting out that, you know, they're easy to play and really, really fun. And this guy's definitely going to be on that list. But again, we're in Clash, and you can see we're running from lane to lane. Guys, it takes 2 seconds to run from lane to lane. And when my team goes in, you know, me being that front line, I got to be there. And you saw, I grabbed that guy, and then we were able to displace him right into the middle of my team. Boom, get the kill, back up. And you could see I followed it up when I do that lunge up in the air. That's kind of my knock-up. It's a nice little stun. And again, guys, he's awesome. Y'all should definitely try him out. Now, I am going to go for more of a full tank build with him. So, we're going to be very, very tanky and not quite as much damage. But, you know, I'm going to rely on my team to do that damage. And you can see, we dive here, we dive Bakasura, you know, he ends up getting out. Guys, I promise, I'll work on learning the names. I just, there's so many. But got Bakasura down because I like him. We end up diving him a little bit, but hey, we weren't able to take him out. You know, no problem at all. We're going to go ahead, and you can see we use that knock-up paired with that stun. Then we do that couple of little jumps, and we're able to wrap that kill up. You know, off to a great start. And then we get to pick up the damage buff again. Now, guys, as the tank, definitely don't pick up that red buff, or the damage buff. Let the damage dealers pick that up. I did pick it up at the beginning of the match, which, you know, I'm still going, hey, it's a buff laying on the ground, someone grab it, hurry up, hurry up. Guys, when you get the last hit, whatever team gets the last hit, that kind of locks that item for that team, so you can just let it sit there for a little bit. And, you know, I'm not used to that. But that is definitely key. Once you take that out, just back off. Because I'm not going to do damage anyways. So, you know, having a damage buff on me is just really not worth it. Because I'm really the guy going in, you know, being the distraction, displacing, stunning, that kind of thing. Now, anytime you can, you should try to help your team out take those buffs. There are mana buffs within this match. And there's 2 on each side. So, you know, take them out when you can. You can see we were able to help Anubis get that buff. I've seen a lot of Anubises lately, which he is a very fun hero. I think he's pretty easy to pick up as well. You know, not the most complicated kit. And boom, guys, we're able to take the ring chick. I don't know her name. She's this Evil Dead lady. We're able to take her out. We did burn our ult on her, which we probably didn't need to. But one thing I really like about his ultimate, or Xing's ultimate, is it stuns that hero for, you know, a good second and a half. So if you're standing and you're allied AoE, like, you know, that guy that throws down tornadoes, if you're standing in that, whirling them around, they're just taking tons of damage, guys. And it's awesome. I really, really like him. For being a tank, you know, I never really cared for Severog. Severog was a fun hero, but I just never really I never really synced up with him well. But Xing, he's a different story. He's a lot of fun. So, again, if you like being that front line, if you like being the guy to engage those fights and, kind of start them, hey, this is the guy for you. Now, we're going to go ahead and bait these heroes out with this red buff, and, hey, we don't end up really doing a whole lot there. I thought we were going to get a lot more done, and you see, they were able to get the last hit on that red buff, and it's laying there on the ground. It's unfortunate, but is what it is. Now, I'm hitting this minion right here. I don't know what this minion is. He's so tanky. But I mean, you can see me, guys. I don't have damage. I am not a damage dealer at all. So I kept that minion there because it didn't have a whole lot else to do. But I do see I believe his name is Vulcan. He was over here on the side. We kind of peel off, head over to him. We weren't able to secure that kill. Or, we weren't really able to help secure that kill, but my team wrapped it up, no problem, and then head back to lane. We're just going to continue pushing this lane. Now, like I said, guys, this is a very, very fast-paced map, and it's a lot of fun. If you like getting into engagements and just having a blast, this is it. Now, both of those enemies immuned my ultimate, and I still don't know a whole lot of the enemies, so... the chick that throws the little star power, I don't know what she did, but she got out. Bakasura, I don't know if he popped some kind of gem, something like that, but hey, we ended up going down. That was a failed dive. If we could have grabbed both of them, that would have been amazing, but we didn't end up doing it. Feels bad, man, but is what it is. Now in Clash, since there are 5 people dying, one person dying is not that big of a deal, but you are feeding the team, so you need to be careful of your deaths. Now, we end up going in here, our Thanos, I believe that's his name. He ends up going in, so I'm gonna go in, and you see, I'm tanking this tower, guys. I'm trying to stay in that tower, I'm tanking it, but I don't want to die either, so I end up backing out. We're able to use that rune now. I like this relic. Relic, yeah. We're able to use that relic, guys, and we get that heal on the team. I like those type of relics. The ones that you pop, before or after. Not the ones that you pop during. I'm just not good at that yet. And we burn our ultimate again for no reason. But, hey, no problem. We're going to go ahead and take out this Bakasura. And, hey, that's awesome. Now's the time to go in on the tower, but you see, we get like 1, maybe 2 hits in, and then we gotta back off. In this game mode, you really have to have, 2-3 enemies down, and then you might be able to make something happen. Now, I'm gonna peel for Uther here, and we end up going down, but our ADC stayed alive, and, hey, that's great. That it'd have been nice if we all would have got out, but it's okay. I'm the Guardian. I'm kind of a support, If I need to peel for the ADC to keep him alive, let's make sure we do that. And sure enough, you see, he's still staying under tower, cranking out the damage, and that's exactly what we want. Now, once we spawn back in, we're going to just head back to that mid lane. I forgot to put on that relic. Guys, I want to get Blink on him. Oh, could you imagine Blink hit that ultimate? Oh, that'd be amazing. And we're just going to kind of wait and see what's happening. Now, I do end up burning my ultimate again. Oh, feels bad, but we did it to try to, kind of just get them away. I would have liked to grab them. I don't know if you can grab them once the swirling has started. Not exactly sure on that. I need to do more research and just play more. Now, guys, I know a lot of people are like, hey, you could read it and everything like that. One thing I've always found, I think you learn by doing and not reading. Just because you read how an ability works. To me, you need to actually look into that ability and find out. And the way you do that is just going and trying things. And after 1,000 deaths, on that next death, you're gonna finally be good. And that's the way I've always looked at MOBAs. That's the way I played Paragon. I didn't get good at Paragon by reading it. I got good at Paragon by losing my first 6,000 matches And on that 6,001st match, I was like, oh, I understand this. So that's kind of the philosophy I'm taking into Smite as well. Just go in there, I'll figure it out as I go. But, you know, definitely read up and just kind of get that basic idea. And you can see we got into that fight. We ended up dying. You know, we ended up trading fairly decently, so it was probably worth. Now, we're going to head down our lane again, and, you know, you can see, guys, when you head under towers are... They're a lot harder to take down in this mode, but we're all kind of paired up right here. My ultimate just got it down. So, we're going to go ahead, stun this Bakasura, then we grab them, and we end up grabbing their Vulcan as well. And, this is awesome plays. Awesome plays. We end up getting that double kill, and it's a staggered double kill at that. And, you know, Vulcan is still up, but, you know, if we get the opportunity, guys, we're going to go in and delete him. Now, one thing in Smite, since the kill times are so fast, guys, when you are under a tower and there's 3 or 4 heroes there, you need to just leave, because they're going to delete you. You might not even get enough, you know, towers seem to do a little more damage, but the damage that heroes are doing are so much more than tower damage that tower's not really going to assist you. So, guys, just turn and run. Unfortunately, you know, you might lose that tower, but it's much better than dying. And, you know, we put Vulcan on another staggered death. So, keeping that team staggered, that's huge, and that allowed us to take those first 2 towers. Now, for the next couple of minutes, we're just kind of running around. You know, I've started using those little columns in the middle to kind of stay blind to enemies. And, well, there's 4 of them stacked up. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Use that ultimate. And, you can see that Bakasura ended up using one of his relics. They ended up getting out of that. You know, that is unfortunate. But my team's able to wrap up a couple of kills, and we end up dying as well. And then our Thanatos ends up getting a double execute, guys. Oh, he is under tower, though. Ends up going down, but 3 for 4 trade, you know, I'll take it. It wasn't probably the best play, and since I didn't grab... If I'd have grabbed 4 of them, oh, man. But... You know, since we only grabbed that one hero, you know, that fight would have gone a little bit different. Great job on the enemy team using those relics, you know, correctly. I've really got to get better at doing that. I think I'm going to change the key bindings to where they, from where they are, maybe to like R and T or something like. I don't know. I need to change those key bindings, because that's my biggest problem. Is their F and G are just so awkward for me to hit. You know, they just don't feel good. So, maybe I can change them to mouse buttons or something like that. But, hey, that was a great play. You know, 3 for 4. I'll take it, especially since we are winning, you know, the tower game. I'll take a kill. I'll take a matchup like that any day. Now that I've got my blink online, I'm waiting for the right opportunity. Guys, I really want to use this blink. And we're getting set up, and boom, we go ahead and use that blink. We're able to grab that Vulcan and Bakasura, we melt Vulcan. Did you see that? He is gone. He just disappeared, guys. That was a great stun on the enemy's part. We weren't able to get out of that, but hey, our Thanatos ended up grabbing a kill in that other lane, and then, you know, I kind of head to mid, or in that mid jungle. You know, we end up taking 4 of them out, guys. 4 of them out for none of us. That awesome play. You know, that jump in with that blink and picking that up, it just feels awesome. Now, right here, I'm trying to figure out how to attack middle lane, and we do get some rotation. You know, looking back at it now, it might have been better to push a Phoenix down instead of going for this buff. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if we could have got a Phoenix. You know, we are pretty late in the game. I feel that we could have, but we picked up Prime, which I'm not exactly sure what that buff does in Clash. You know, all the big kind of big buffs in all the different game modes, they do different things. You know, they're just a little bit different from one another. So I need to figure out what that one does. But hey, you know, like I said, it might have been a better choice to go for Prime. Now I'm gonna hang out in the jungle. I want to get a gank, guys. So I'm gonna hang out in the jungle. My ultimate's almost up, so we're just waiting. And sure enough, Bakasura's here, the ghost chick, you know, but they end up getting out a little bit. And then Uller, he steps up. Let's go ahead and grab them, throw them back to my team. Look at this, guys. Look at it. Look at this. Bakasura does so much damage, though. He's able to take me out. But guys, that's okay. You know, as a tank, you know, my job is to set my team up for success. So I might not be getting kills and I might be dying, but, you know, getting those, you know, feeding my team, that's exactly what I want to do. And as long as I'm not dying by myself, as long as some teammates or the enemy team is going with me, I'm doing my job. Now, once I do spawn back in, guys, I've got my blink. Hopefully my ultimate will be off cooldown. I'm looking to blink and get, you know, that team displacement done. I want to make it happen. Now, one thing about blink is when you take damage, it goes on a 2-second cooldown. So you have to kind of be aware of that. Now we're getting into engagement here in the mid jungle, and I go ahead and use my ultimate. We grab that Vulcan there at the last second, and we're able to take him out. We're tanking a lot of tower hits, but that's quite all right. And then this chick, I don't know her name. The chick that throws the scythe things, the dead girl. We take her out. You know, hey, no problem at all. I've played her. She is an ADC. I don't really. She's one of those heroes that you kind of actually do have to read to understand exactly what she's doing. But you know, I don't know. I played her very, very bad, so it's just nah. But we take her out, and then, you know, again, we're on the hunt, guys. We're trying to make something happen. Me and Thanatos, we need to get out. You know, we're in a pretty dangerous spot. You know, with those couple of enemies down, that we might be able to, you know, stay in that jungle a little bit longer. But, you know, it's better to get those lanes pushing and try to find somewhere to make something happen. You know, the Prime buff is still up, so I'm saying, hey, let's go for Prime. And the worst case scenario, we can bait it and, you know, get some enemies to show up over here. And best case, we do both. And sure enough, the enemies show up. As soon as I see them, you know, and I see we're getting some people to head over there, I'm going to head in. We end up getting that knock up onto Uller, and then we're going to go down here. You know, I probably didn't need to go in and, you know, follow up on that near as much. And I did have a potion, or I think I had a potion. But, you know, is what it is. Like I said, guys, I'm the support. I'm the guardian. I want to make sure we're finalizing kills. And if we can get a couple of people out of the match, let my damage dealers then go take towers, things like that. Because I really do almost nothing to towers. And that's exactly what we've been doing all along. We're at 21 assists, guys, so I feel pretty confident that I'm playing him decently. Now, once we spawn back in, again, we're going to kind of do the same thing. You know, since there really isn't just laning in this game, you know, as long as your lanes are pushing, you know, you really want to concentrate on fighting, less on laning, because, you know, if you're fighting, you should be laning all at the same time. We wait around for that blink. Get that awesome blink on those guys, and we're able to just delete them. That Bakasura was behind us. I didn't realize he got behind us, and you know, our Anubis was able to take him. We end up getting a triple kill. We end up taking all three of those heroes out right there. Feels great, man. That awesome play all around. Thanatos concentrating on the one that was running away. Anubis not, you know, getting just stomped by the guy behind him, and you know, that blink that I probably should have, you know, had a little bit more awareness of where that Bakasura went, but you know, the only way I even knew he was behind us is I heard him doing that spitting action, and that's kind of exactly what I've been saying all along. You know, once you learn the kits and the heroes, that's when you can really start evolving your game and getting better. You know, the first step is learning what heroes do, and, you know, that noise was just identifiable, I guess. Now, from here, again, we want to keep this pressure up. We want to keep, you know, making progress. Me and Thanatos, you can see us both hiding behind this column. We're just waiting for something to happen. Vulcan goes in, and he's a goner. He's a goner. We end up grabbing this Bakasura, and he gets deleted before I even saw what happened. You know, we end up losing our Uller there, but you know that's okay as long as we can take out that whatever that guy's that Uller. You know, hey, and we do a phenomenal job. I'm gonna end up going down here, but that's okay. That's okay. I should have got out of that fight. I should have backed up. You know, that was really on me. That was just a very, very poor choice on my part. And, you know, yeah, is what it is. We're doing pretty decent. You know, we got 4 of them for 3 of us again. But, hey, you know, these type of trades, this is really fun. You know, I'm having an absolute blast. So, you know, well, yeah, just go have some fun. One of the best things about being such a noob is I'm not really like, oh, I'm letting my team down, because I don't know what I'm doing. You know, this is my 2nd game with this guy. You know, so it's just, hey, let's have some fun. And we're definitely doing that. We're having an absolute blast. You know, these couple of heroes here, they're backing up. They've got no health at all, but look at Thanatos going in, just destroying people. There's the winged girl that stuns me and makes me attack my allies. I don't know her name. We put an end to her. The enemy team actually ends up surrendering after that team wipe. And, you know, we got a team wipe with only losing 1 hero. Oh, feels awesome. You guys, Clash is a lot of fun. It's very, very fast-paced. And like I said, since you're not doing that laning phase, since it's just go out there, you know, get into some fights, and you'll naturally lane at the same time. It's just an absolute blast, and I highly recommend trying Clash out. Clash is just so fast-paced and just absolutely fun. Playing that front line, this was a blast of a match, and I highly recommend trying it out. Well, if y'all enjoyed, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, add me on Smite, guys. I'd love to play with y'all, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.